Hit the mics, take a seat, it's about to ignite. Two dudes with the spread, keep your bets locked tight. Sports talk sharp like a razor blade edge. Numbers don't lie, no need for a hedge. Welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth. From the pitch to the court where legends birth. Plays and parlays, every wager's worth. Sit back, tune in, ride the wave of mirth. Game clock's ticking, we predict.
Yep, here we are, episode number 35, Two Guys, One Spread podcast. I'm Joe here with Tom, ready to talk some sports, get things moving as we keep cruising along in the sports world. World Series game going on right now as we speak.
Blue Jays staying in there. I love it. Blue Jays staying tough.
Yeah. I mean, that kid's pitching great tonight. He had 10 Ks when I left. So.
Yeah.
Speaking of, real quick, this made me think of it. Speaking of episode number 35, do you know any famous athletes that wore number 35?
Yeah, of course. One of the best. The Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye. I'm pretty sure he's 35.
How do you know that he wore 35?
I think he did. I might be wrong, but I thought he does. I'm pretty sure he does.
Look it up. Let's see. I did look up players that did. Number one was Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson.
Ricky
baseball. I don't know too many baseball, but all right, that's pretty famous.
Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Yogi Berra. Pretty good. There's some other big names on there. We might start doing that. That's kind of
all right. Look up Okoye. I thought he was 35.
I feel like that's right. I really can't believe it. He was number 35.
Pretty good.
Damn.
It's a good pull.
That's sick. That's a sick pull.
Thank you. The Nightmare. Back from Tecmo days. That's where I got it. I'm pretty sure.
From where? Honestly, so it's funny that you said that because the last 2 days, like I'm really looking hard. I think I might try and buy. I think I might try and buy some of the old gaming systems.
Yeah.
Like I actually want an original Nintendo.
Yeah. It's not that crazy expensive to go out and get it.
No, they're not. They're not. I was looking and I was like, man, I would just like to just have it. I don't know. I don't know why, because I know at one point, I don't know, within the last 15 years, I think I sold my Sega, but now I'm like mad and I'm
I did the same thing. I had my Sega and I got rid of it, but I only played one game on there, but it was the greatest game. So it's like, I should have just kept it around.
I really want to do this guy's selling one. And I'm like, man, I really think I'm going to end up buying it. There's a bunch of, games I want to get. I was like, man, I should have never even sold these things.
Right. I know. Those games are awesome. Just two simple buttons and the games are great.
Yeah. Oh man. Some of the games I was looking, this guy had MLB baseball, but I was like, oh, I love that game. And the other day someone had on Facebook RC Pro-Am.
Yeah,
remember
the game's
racing?
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, the game was so you'd hit the slick and you would slide.
Yep. Awesome game.
Oh man. I think I'm gonna end up getting them because I really want them. So, what else is going on, Bun? Anything exciting?
Nothing. Doing a little remote here now in DC. Check it out. I'm trying to maybe get to a Capitals game when I'm down here working. Nothing crazy. Bills got off the schneid, so it was a nice Sunday. And even though I think the team's got a lot of problems and I'm concerned, but it's funny. You should never be upset about like a 40-point win ever.
Yeah.
You would think like, man, 40-point win, but their passing game is just awful right now. So I'm a little concerned, but this
Bills Chiefs week. I mean, huge week. I know Bills fans are kind of like probably hate the game because they're like, yeah, we beat them every regular season.
I know.
What does it matter?
I know. It's we win, and then, the haters just go, you win every regular season time.
Yeah.
And then you lose. You're like, man, team's just not looking good right now. It's struggling. So it's like it almost feels like there's. I mean, you want to win, obviously, but it's no win situation here for Buffalo. You win, people are just gonna say you do always beat them in regular season. It doesn't matter. You lose, sky's falling because we've lost 3 of the last 4, and things aren't looking promising.
I'll tell you, the one thing you have going for you is that, again, the Bills beat the Panthers, but like I think the Bills are going, like the general public, like you said, it's on the downslide, and the Chiefs look incredible. I mean, you look at the spread and it makes absolutely no sense at all, kind of. And those are usually the games that, that I don't know, it goes the way Vegas seems to think. So that it seems like they expect it to be closer than probably what I think it's going to be, because as far as I'm concerned, the Chiefs, and I'm not a Chiefs guy. Like the last 2 years, I've been like, dude, they're not that good. Right now, they look.
I know.
They look. They
look as good as they've ever have on offense. I think Mahomes is playing some of the best he's ever played. He's moving around more. They actually, with the Rice back, have, it seems like, multiple weapons where they almost never had any since what's his name? Tyreek, was there. I mean, everybody's complaining about their weapons, yet they still get to Super Bowls. Now, besides a running game, they seem to have weapons everywhere at passing. Yeah,
I know. And then I watch them, and it's when you get frustrated because you're like, why can't my team do this? Like it's bubble screen, creative little run down the seam. You know what I mean? Post pattern, bubble screen. You're like, oh God, like they're just making it. They're really. I mean, it started. They had a little bad luck and some slow versus Washington, right, with the 2 picks,
right.
But I mean, once they got going, they were just cruising. So
right, yeah, that Washington game was weird. I mean, they had 2 picks, and then they had the fumble that came right back to them. Washington couldn't do anything with those turnovers, and then it was over. But yeah, I agree. I think the Chiefs right now look as good as they.
I don't know. Your internet's
not catching me. Am I back? Yeah. Am I back?
Yeah, you're coming in and out.
I saw that. I'll see what I can do. Yeah. Anyway,
let's see if Tommy pops back in here. So, he's trying to make it. We'll see if he comes back. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going here as we move forward to next week in some of the games. Thursday, tomorrow night, we got Ravens Dolphins, and that's another one. I mean, Miami's looked so bad, but they just came out and laid it on Atlanta, who's got a good defense, but it didn't work. Lamar's supposed to be back, and I think, to be honest, I mean, I know there was a time when we were kind of laughing about whether the Ravens could actually win the division, and everyone was talking about it, and now it seems like really possible. Their schedule sets up pretty easily, as pretty easy down the stretch here, and they still have 2 games they still have a bunch of division games, and they have 2 games with the Steelers, and the Steelers have kind of been a little bit of what I expected them to be, a little bit more, as they're now 4-3. So I mean, if the Ravens win this game, you there?
I'm back. I switched to Wi-Fi. I think I was off Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I was just talking about the Ravens Dolphins game on Thursday, because I remember we were kind of laughing a few weeks ago about the Ravens' possibility of making the playoffs and winning the division.
Yeah.
And I don't, there's a part of me that really thinks it's probably going to happen now.
I mean, what was that? Let's talk about Chicago for a second. Chicago comes in playing pretty well. Defensively, they've been playing pretty good. Offensively, we think Caleb's getting better. And what happened? What happened to Caleb? This is one of the worst defenses he's going to face. I know they got a little bit, some players back. They're a little bit more healthy. Even with that, they weren't that great with their whole defense together.
And I think Chicago was coming off a bye, right? So,
Right.
you know, you're kind of rested. You think you're game playing a little bit extra. I have, I might have to go back to one of the earliest episodes, but I'm not a monster college football guy, but I remember saying I had concerns about Caleb Williams. In college, he lost like 5 games, and that doesn't make sense to me. If you're that good of a quarterback, at a pretty premier program,
right.
I was really worried about that, but yet, you know, I mean, I'm not a pro scout. These guys scout them and they know all the details, and everybody was just like, no, he's the man, and all of this, and like, whatever. I mean, I guess I get worried about that. I mean, his completion percentage is 61% for, let me see, 61.9%. You know who he's by? He's by Tyrod, Bryce Young, Penix. I mean, I guess Mayfield's 63.9, but I feel like Mayfield, the injuries Mayfield has had.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Mayfield's a bit of that gunslinger, right?
Yeah, he throws it deeper. He throws more, deep routes.
I mean, 61.9 in today's NFL's not good.
Nope.
And he seems to miss. I mean, every week I feel like there's a breakdown video that I see somewhere of him missing someone that's almost like wide open.
Yeah, it's concerning at this point. I really thought this was a game that they were going to go in there and put up some points. Now, if you lose, whatever, but they put up 16 points. I thought he was unimpressive. I don't know what they do. They got some weapons. They're young. They got Ben Johnson. He's supposed to be, the miracle guy. He looks at times pretty decent, but it's times in games. It's not even full games. I've seen him play quarters where I'm impressed, but I've seen him. Then it just falls away. He gets out of the pocket too quick. He plays way. He seems like he just wants to get out of there and move around. And it's I don't know. I don't know what it's still early, but at times, usually you can see it. You can see in the quarterbacks that you're like, oh, the guy's got it.
Caleb Williams has played 7 games this season. He has 9 touchdowns. That's not good enough.
That is not good.
In today's NFL, that is not good. You know who else played 7 games and has 9 touchdowns? Joe Flacco. So, Caleb's got to do more, for sure. There's definitely concern there.
I mean, they're in a division with Green Bay and the Lions. I mean, if he ain't the guy, they're going to be back at it. I mean, they're going to be third in that division for a long time if Caleb's not the guy, and it could get worse.
Well, and I don't think they're anywhere in the ballpark of giving up on him. So I think they're probably 2 or 3 years from there. But you're right. I mean, Green Bay certainly looks like Love is going to be a solid quarterback. Will he ever get to be elite? I don't know. And I mean, there's no good reason to think Detroit's going anywhere anytime soon. Signed Hutchinson to that big deal. They got a bunch of parts on offense.
They've done a good job of signing their guys. I think they get them early. I mean, they have Goff, St. Brown. All these guys are signed. They're linemen. Now Hutchinson. I mean, they get them signed early. They have all their key players signed for a while.
Are they the opposite of Dallas?
They're the opposite of Dallas, yes. Hudson's probably not even asking for it. He's like, here, millions of dollars. Oh, thanks. Get it out of the way. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at some other games on the
I thought
slate.
this week was the week of, we thought you were a terrible dead team that was giving up, yet you showed up for a game and we should be impressed. The Dolphins, I mean, I think we've seen Kirk Cousins hopefully for the last time. I don't know what was going on. They couldn't put up any points against the Dolphins, which is a team everybody's just like, they're done. Tua's awful. Fire the coach, this and that. And they go out and they blow out the Falcons.
I want to go watch the game because I'm sitting here. I feel like 3 weeks in a row, I watched Bijan, and just how good he's looked and how they get him the ball in a bunch of ways. And I know Drake London was out, but then
Right.
it's like, I'm like,
Drake London's out. I mean, Bijan didn't have that many touches.
I know.
Like, why? He catch the ball. He can line them up everywhere. Nope, that's not their game plan. I don't understand it.
Plan thing, or is Miami like triple teaming them? Which, again, I've said this before. For some reason, there's some teams or guys that they'll be like, well, that's the guy you got to stop, Christian McCaffrey. I mean, McCaffrey was the same last week too.
Right.
This guy they get him the ball in so many creative ways, and like all these injuries, they force the ball to him, and then all of a sudden last week, I'm like, nothing. Like I know the Texans defense is good, but it would be like, I'm expecting to see McCaffrey with 6 or 7 catches for, if he's got 14 yards, then it's like, wow, they're bottling him up. But like 1 catch, I'm like, they must be blanking him directly out of the backfield, which is a bad idea. I mean, you know how many times I've watched Seattle play them, and I'm like, can we just cover this guy? Like, as soon as the play starts, could we just have our fastest linebacker, go to him? But, I mean, McCaffrey finished with 3 catches. He had 3 for 43, but those were late. So, I know they didn't have the ball much. I actually remember hearing a stat about, I think they only had the ball like 6 minutes in the first half or something.
Right. Yeah. It was the best game from Stroud for a while. I know threw for over 300 without Nico. That's a good sign for Houston. Yeah, and then you had the Jets, the winless Jets. Now, let's not say they played the hardest competition, but the Bengals come off a great win against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Flacco looks like the deal. And it wasn't Flacco's fault they lost this game, but the Bengals come off a game against Pittsburgh that they, a big win, and then they have the Jets coming to, Cincinnati, and they blow a 14-point lead late in the fourth.
Yeah,
I give the Jets a lot of credit for sticking in there. Teams like that, it's tough, but the Jets with a big win, just for them, they're still nothing. I mean, Fields is terrible. They played one of the worst defenses in the league. But it was impressive to see them come back, down 14 late in the fourth. It was one of those weeks. Who else lost it? I only know this because, listen, those survivor pools, they're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
I'm in one with like over 100 people, and it's down to about 20 now. So
I was going to say that took a beating.
That was a beating for some people.
I have a fantasy league where I was alive, and we have a survivor thing, and I had Atlanta, unfortunately.
Right.
I mean,
not Atlanta.
I'm sure there was a whole bunch of Atlanta. Really, what you should just do is just pick the Colts, because they just seem to be like the great.
That's who I had. I had the Colts.
Wow,
the Colts are the best team in the AFC. I mean, are the Colts better than the Chiefs right now?
I mean, let me look at their schedule. I mean, they mow through people. Jonathan
That's
Taylor.
the thing. That is the thing. You could look at their schedule and feel free, but they maul teams. And I know they've played the Titans twice. I do know that. I know they should have probably lost to Denver on a field goal thing, but they were in that game. I don't know their schedule right off the top of my head.
Well, the Titans. They beat the Chargers. The Chargers were super banged up.
Yeah, they were banged up at the time.
Still put up 38 though. They won by 4 versus the Cardinals. They beat the Raiders. They lost to the Rams, which they probably should have won. Titans, they had that really, really tight win, 1 point versus Denver.
Denver, yeah, that was close.
I do not think that they're better.
Right. That schedule's not that hard. I'll admit it. But they are not just, for the most part, against these easy teams. They're punishing them. Taylor is having an ultimate year right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
just like if you guys, he was probably drafted mid to late second round in most fantasy drafts, somewhere around there.
Probably early. I would say late 1, early 2, maybe mid 2. But listen, the value you're
wherever you got him, the value is unbelievable.
I mean, he puts up 30-some points almost.
I know.
Like 4. I mean, that's huge. That's insane. So, I'm not going to say that they're better than the Chiefs. I want to see the next 2 or 3 games. They do have the Chiefs like 3 weeks. So.
Yep. No, they've been great though. I mean, Jones has played great, not turning the ball over, doing everything he asked. They've been. He spreads the ball out when he does throw the ball. And Taylor, I mean, when you're getting 3 touchdowns and 150 yards from your running back every week, you're gonna look pretty good at quarterback no matter what's going on. So definitely the story I think that of the year as far as the team is concerned is that no one really saw coming.
Yeah. They man, the injury bug keeps popping up. Dude, Scatterbo.
Yeah, I know. That's a tough one. He was fun to watch.
I mean, that dude's ankle was like this.
Yeah, I know.
It's going like this. I was like,
yeah.
Come on, I was coaching and I get off the ice and I got a little time between games, so we went upstairs to like the sports bar at the ice rink, and they were like, Cam Scatterbo's dead, and I was like, what? Dude, his ankle. Then I saw the picture, I was like,
yep, not good. That guy was the heart of the team, I believe. Him and Jackson Dart had a real thing going. Yeah, it's a tough one. He was pretty good.
You think they just fall off a cliff here?
I think there's a chance they could. You lose Neighbors. You make the change of quarterback, and all of a sudden then you really make a change of running back. You go, let's go. We're gonna go young. We're gonna go Dart, Scatterbo, and everything is clicking. I mean, they're looking better, way better on offense, and now you lose Scatterbo. I can see, them falling off.
I mean, even though they're 2-6, right? But I guess it sounds dumb to say fall off a cliff, right?
Right. Yeah, I know.
They barely lost to the Broncos. They beat the Eagles. They had beaten the Chargers. I mean, the loss to the Saints. I mean, it felt like everything was going. I mean, it's one thing to lose talent,
right?
Which is really, really hard. But yeah, I agree. I feel like Scatterbo and Dart like had something like that was a hard. I mean, they go 49ers, Bears, Packers, Lions, Patriots.
Yeah, they had everybody knew they had a tough schedule this year, but I mean, that's just a tough one.
If they don't beat the Bears, and that's on the road, you're sitting there. I think you're looking at 2-11.
Right. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people before the season had them winning three, four
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
So again, the win losses are one thing. No one had this team going anywhere, but they were looking up, and then you got to see the young talent. And I think as a football fan, people liked watching Scatabo run,
Yeah.
personality. So they had a lot of juice going as a fun offense. So yeah, then it just sucks when you're a young team. You lose two young players for a year, and then who knows when they'll be back next year. So it's like, man, it's tough. It's tough for
Yeah.
New York.
I mean, that's really, I could see. I mean, listen, I guess as a fan, you never want to. If you're a fan, you never want to think this or root this way. But you're going to get another super high draft pick, and
Right.
you have
Right. I
a
know.
bunch of pieces in place. So, yeah, that's that injury was gross, man.
Right.
It was really. I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's a bad one. I know. Second
Yeah.
time this year we've been watching guys' legs going the wrong way. So yeah, those are tough ones.
What you want to talk some bets?
I'm going to talk about this week's bets.
You
I'm
don't
not
want
talking about last week's.
no?
We don't. We could. Yeah, it was a tough week. Tough week for me in the old betting department last week. But they're going to happen. You got to just keep betting.
That's the only thing you could do. You went 0-3. You said, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I stuck with my 1 and 2. It's not. I got to turn this around here.
Right. So that puts me at 500.
All
Puts
right.
me at 500 for the year, which is still all right. Still all right. Not losing money. Yes, besides of it, not losing much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need a winning week. Got to get a winning week here.
I know. It's
NFL's tough. NFL's tough. NFL's a tough bet.
I know.
And these lines are so tight. You're looking for something. So listen, you had the winning week. You want to go first? You got one?
Yeah, I got some.
All right.
I'm coming right out to shoot with tomorrow's game. I think Miami goes back to who they are, and I think the Ravens kick the crap out of them, to be honest. I think
The return of Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar's back. The spread 7.5. They're on the road. I'm debating about putting in some juicy little bet for Derrick Henry to get like over 125 yards or 130 or something like that. I think they might. It might be a get right game for them, and they're rolling off a little momentum. The defense did this last year where it looked bad for a while, and then they figured it out. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I don't think the Dolphins are good. I don't know what the hell happened last week, how that happened, but that's where I'm at. I'm gonna bank on the Ravens just beating the crap out of them.
All right, I like it. I only have one over under today. I saw a stat that every one of Dallas's games have been a total of 60 or higher. I'd have to double check that. But I heard it before Sunday's game, and it was over 60.
Yeah.
And this number is insanely high.
Yeah.
Over 54. But if every team puts up all these stats against the Cowboys, and every game is in the 60s, then that number is still off. So I will take the over. I'll take Dallas over. Their defense can't stop anybody, and their offense wasn't even that good against the Broncos. It didn't matter because the total was over 60. So it's either they still give up a ton of points and their offense clicks in, or they maybe hold the team to 25, but their offense is good. It's going to be over. I like it.
All right. Okay. I am gonna go with I don't I don't love. I don't love doing it, but I'm doing it. I'm going to take the Seahawks minus 3.5. I mean, it's my team. So sometimes I mean I am that guy. I've bet against the Seahawks before if I think it's right. Um, and I'll bet with them. I'm hoping our defense is back and healthy here. I mean, the defense has been really good. They're coming off a bye. Even with the guys we have, our defense has been playing great. Lauren's out. I don't buy into them being able to run the ball at all with Bill McCroskey Merritt.
Right.
I mean, our defense is really good. We're coming off a bye. Honestly, SN to me looks uncoverable at times. I mean, this guy's season is. I mean, he's just a huge hit. I mean, he can run all the routes. He's quick. He's sure-handed. He's smart. I mean, the game that he has the least yards in, I think, is like 70 something. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the Saints game, and they might have they took him out,
It was out already.
They stopped passing like at halftime. So I just Washington. I talked about my thoughts on them having a bit of a regression and a down season. Maybe some of that's injury related, but they're 3-5, and I think Seattle can easily cover that, because I think we'll put up our points versus a not great offense, and our defense is solid, solid.
One of the top defenses for sure. All right, you want to bet with your team? I'm going to bet with my team, the Bills.
Okay,
but I'm not betting. I'm not taking them. I think the Chiefs -2.
Yeah.
The problem here is I think when you check out it, the money is going to be all on the Chiefs in this game, which is never good for the bettor.
No.
It's a weird line. But I'm just going to go how I see it. The Bills' offense passing game has been anemic, especially this offensive line has been together for 2 years. No injuries, really. They can't pick up blitzes. If they get 3rd and long, the blitz seems to be there. Allen seems to can't get out of the pocket for scrambling when there's trouble. Besides Cook and maybe Kincaid and Shakur, but there's no one that scares you on this team as a wide receiver. There's no. I mean, Shakur's a solid wide receiver, but listen, he's only can do so much. He runs the slot routes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kincaid's good. You're the guy who's going to force it downfield a little bit more. But one of the big problems, they had a huge problem against the Falcons. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. Falcons blitz. We couldn't pick it up. It was a big issue. You're looking at a much better defense, another very aggressive defense with the Chiefs, and their offense is just clicking. And you lose at Oliver, that's a tough loss.
Yeah.
Your linebacker hasn't played for a couple weeks. Hopefully, I mean, Harrison, the rookie, got in last week. Didn't make any major mistakes, so hopefully he adds a little more.
Why? What are you?
Athleticism you need.
I heard something today. The Bills, I think they have 4 games this year where Allen has only thrown the ball beyond 20 yards 1 time a game or less.
Yeah. They don't spread. If I'm a team, if they're in shotgun, I sit everybody about 10 yards and go ahead. You haven't done it. So I'm going to squat on it. If you beat me deep once, then maybe we'll make a change. They haven't done it. They refused. I don't know if they're just not getting open, if it's the route tree.
But in today's NFL, even if you're not getting open, I mean,
there's so many benefits to throwing it deep. There's penalties. Everything is for the wide receiver and the offense.
And guys make plays. Coleman's supposed to be this big, strong dude.
Coleman's terrible.
I don't think they're doubling him, right?
So
no. Like, I don't know. Like I watched Michael Pittman catch a ball that was behind him last week. He wasn't open. That guy wasn't wide open. Like it's like you just have to put it up and even there might be one where I'm like, listen, send him on a fly route. I'm having Josh launch it. I don't care if he overthrows him by 10 yards. At least you tried it.
Right.
But like right now, if I'm playing the Bills and I'm hearing these stats on Sirius XM, right?
Right.
I'm doing like you said. I'm putting my guys at 15 yards, my safeties, and I'm like, we're playing everything tight. You know, like, what's the point of having a guy with a big arm if you're not going to let it rip? Even if it's NFL, they're not wide open. They're not wide open.
No, you have if it's one-on-one on the outside, you take the chance. You just take the chance. It's if something happens bad, then all right, well, it's one-on-one and the guy made a play or whatever. But if you got to take those odds. And there's so many things that can go right for the wide receiver on those plays. And the guy doesn't turn around. It plays a little short. He turns around and runs in. There's always those penalties.
I know. And to me, I mean, listen, at least if you're ripping it 45, 50 yards downfield and it does get picked, 99% of the time, that's the equivalent of a punt. Not that it's a great way to look at it, but you know what I mean? It's definitely different than a batted ball interception or something like that.
They brought it up in the broadcast during the Panthers game. The Bills, to score, it's like they got to be a 12, 13 play drive. It's so many. It's hard to do. Things go wrong. You got penalties and something that goes a little bit wrong on a 13 play drive, and you're kicking a field goal. And it's just, besides Cook busting long runs, that is our big play. And I said this during the first half. Cook had 150 yards in the first quarter. Play action pass. It's got to be wide open.
Yeah.
There was a play. He overthrew him by Allen's off. There was a play. He overthrew him by like 5 yards. It just on a long crosser. But either way, your running back you want to know why Daniel Jones is looking good? It's because his running back's running for 150 yards. Ours did it in one quarter. Play action pass, it has to be open.
Yeah.
Receivers have to be open.
Yeah.
And it's just not going. I mean, you get upset. You see the 40 points they put up last game, but it just doesn't look like 40 points. It's a bad Dalton and just mistakes. Yeah. Chiefs -2, taking them. It's just, you just got to do it.
I am. All right. So that was also one of my picks.
Okay. I had a feeling you might think about taking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably ride the Chiefs here for a while, but in the interest of keeping things different, I'm gonna pick another one. I am gonna go with the Lions -8.5.
That was my other one, but that's okay.
All right. So there.
Let's talk about it.
We'll put 4 in. We'll put 4 in. See where it goes.
All right.
Listen, the last time J.J. McCarthy was on the field, he looked about as competent as me as an NFL quarterback.
Right. That's where I was going to go too.
He looked frazzled, confused. He looked not good. And Detroit's at home. They're a different team at home.
Yeah, they're beasts at home.
They're a beast at home. They're efficient. Minnesota seems to be. They seem. I mean, like they don't have a running game. They seem to be having some issues. Wentz obviously was a problem, but they seem like they were having a tough time protecting them too.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had some injuries on the whole line.
Yeah. So, we'll go Detroit. We'll go Detroit -8.5, and we'll live with those two together. Them and the Bills.
All right. I like it.
So yeah, we'll see where that one takes us. From there, how was your fantasy weeks?
Well, you ended up sneaking one out on me. I didn't like it at all. In your brother's league, I thought you were gonna blow me out early on Monday night, and then Rice had a slow start, and I thought I thought I might get you, and then Rice had a big second half. He should have
Yeah,
had 3 touchdowns that game, but
I'm
uh,
I'm making a killing on Rice. I have him in a couple of leagues.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so
patience paid off in that one.
yeah, and it's funny because in my one league, my buddy he was for like 3 weeks. He's throwing me offers to try and get him, and I'm like, and believe it or not, in that league, my team is really struggling. It's only a 10-person league, so I have a
Right,
chance to playoff still. And it's a pretty expensive league. And I did pull off a win last week, but I mean, yeah, Rice has been really good. I love the fact that they find ways to get him the ball.
right,
Um, I had him in a Monday night in the night game. I had a bet over 60 yards that I wound up hitting. I was a little worried about it, but they find ways to get the guy the ball, and he'll chew off nine or 10 at a time.
yeah. I was watching him, and yeah, first half he came out slow. He should have had a rushing touchdown, missed it by like 2 inches. Should have had another receiving touchdown, missed it by like 2 inches. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh, maybe I got a chance. Just maybe going to be lucky. Second half, they really started feeding him the ball. That's what you do when you have a good wide receiver. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I got one league that's just a dud freeze and stuff hit me pretty hard, but every other one I'm in there.
yeah,
The dynasty league I won again. I don't think that team's that good, but they win. They're winners, and that's all that
yeah.
matters.
That league is
Uh,
totally
and
those
it's
leagues.
funny because I
The
still was the second or third highest scoring team in the league this week, and I'm like I had Harvey, which was a crazy 3 touchdown game from a guy you would never assume to get 3 touchdowns.
yeah,
Um, but it's one of those things. I don't think the team's that great, but you play defensive guys, they're stepping up a little bit for me. And
yeah,
I look at my score on Monday, and it's one of the better ones so far. So doing well there. I got another one. I got Jonathan Taylor, another one. So I'm doing great there. So uh, yep. So 3 out of the 4, 2 were doing really good, one hanging on, and one terrible. So that's all right.
my one crap. So coming into the week, I had 2 leagues where I was 7-0 in, which is tough in fantasy, and the one's the other dynasty, and I was coaching a million games this weekend, and Drake London was like a super late scratch,
Yeah, I know that
and I never
happens.
got him out, and it cost me. I lost by like 3 points.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
oh, so 7-1 in that one, which was crushing, but I won in my other one, so I'm still 8-0 in there. But man, I was so mad. I was like, oh, I wanted it so bad. But we'll see. Keep plugging on, right, for fantasy.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the Sabres, huh?
yeah. I mean, like fun to watch. Fun to watch. They're in the games. It'd
Yeah,
be nice if they could put one of these overtime breakaways or 2-on-1s in the net, and then it just goes the other way and instantly a goal. But
that
that's
breakaway,
good.
last
Yeah,
night. They lost. They lost.
yeah, oh yeah.
I
They
don't
had the same
understand.
thing the Saturday game against Toronto, a 2-on-1 that they just never even got a shot off, and it was instantly the other way. Yeah, but listen, we can't be. They've gotten points, and I don't know how many straight games right now. At least 4 that I know of, but maybe
I think they have points maybe 7 out of 8 or 6 out of 7, which is those loser points are super important, right?
yeah.
Like,
That was what we weren't getting. Even those overtime points ever in the
yeah,
last few years. So it's good.
yeah.
Listen, they're a fun watch right now.
What?
They're a fun watch.
Yeah.
They are in the games. They've played Toronto twice. They played them 1-1. We had a loss in overtime. That's nothing wrong with that on a home and home.
Yeah, I know.
They beat the Panthers. I mean, it's good. It's good. There's some of
I
their
didn't love,
players are coming back from injuries, and
I don't love Owen Power out there on 3-on-3.
3-on-3. Yeah, I could see that.
I know. I mean, obviously, it seems like a Monday morning quarterback because he just had a terrible shift and wound up costing him.
Right.
But I just, to me, it's. I mean,
You got better options.
I got
Got better
Darlene
options.
out there. Darlene, if I want a defenseman, someone else, I got Byram, or maybe I'm putting a little safer defensive guy out there with
Yeah.
McLeod
No,
or
I agree.
guys with some speed. But we'll see. I think Luukkonen's probably going to play tomorrow, and I think he needs to really have a good game.
Yeah, he let us soft. The third goal was a softie in Toronto. Yeah, I agree. It'll be interesting what they do with him.
Every time Lyon's going to take the ice, he's going to have a save percentage of 92. That's pretty good. That's what you're looking for.
Right.
So
no, they're in the playoffs as we speak.
That's after the start that they had, right? I mean, after the start that they had, that was, it's nice to see that. It's nice to see them, do what they had to do. I mean, they're a point behind Toronto, Ottawa, Florida, but they have a game in hand on all of those teams. So, I think they're in Boston tomorrow. They're 0-2-1 on the road. They got to get a road win. I mean, they've only played 3 games, but they got to get a road win. But it's definitely seems like we're in a good spot. I'm super excited that Kesselring is back. As good as Doan has been coming in that trade back, Kesselring was the guy that I really wanted to see because we talked about it before. I think their defense has just been bad defensively in the past couple seasons, actually past decade probably.
Right.
So that was the piece that I was like, you know what? Let's bring in a good defensive player. Timmins has been good for them. So, we'll see. I'd like to see them. I'd like to see them beat. You got to go in and you got to beat Boston, right? I think you have to get that win there. I got another question for you.
Sure.
Talked about with some people at work. Blue Jays tickets, right?
Okay.
The cheapest Blue Jays ticket was $1,200 some that I saw the other day. Today we saw.
Okay. Yep.
If your kid played for one of those teams, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And we could take away any of his salary. That's not a factor, right? We're not factoring into any of this.
Okay.
And you had the exact same situation you have, your family life, right? Would you go to the game and watch him?
For $1,200. For $1,200.
For $1,200, you're in the 500 level.
Remember, for the World Series. Yeah, I'm gonna go watch him.
How many of the games? Let's say there's 4 home games. We're just gonna say.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You can't go to all of them. You go to one. I mean,
laughing at me because I'm like, I guess I'd go, but I'm also gonna say I won't like it as much as if I'm either watching at home, or I said I'd go up to, say it was Toronto. I would go up to Toronto and find some super awesome sports bar and root for him there. I don't know. I was just in-person games are, again, the experience is cool, but for something that I'm really interested in watching, they're better at home.
No, I agree. But it's it's your kid.
I
Yeah,
know.
you're throwing your kid in the situation. That's the situation that changes it.
If it's, they're like, well, what if it's like game 7 and you could go on after and I'm like, I know, I'm trying to take all of that stuff out. I'm just
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
the idea of paying $1,200 for a 500 level seat at a baseball
Right,
game. Or,
right.
I've sat there in that stadium watching the Nationals. I mean, you can see, but you can't really see that well.
No, I know, I know, I know.
It was funny.
And then you got the camera on you. If your kid does anything, and if he sucks, they're gonna go right to
Then
you.
So then they turned this one on me, and they said, "What if your kid was in the NFL and like in the Super Bowl playing the Seahawks?" And I,
Oh,
and I was like, "I'll be honest, like I'd be, I guess after they're like, that would be tough, man. I want my kid to win so bad, of course, but like I don't know this. I was like, oh, like I feel like any
yeah.
other
I've been a
sport.
Seahawks fan a lot longer than you've been on whatever team you've been on.
Yeah, the Seahawks. That would be so hard. They're like, well, what are you going to wear a Seahawks jersey? You're going to be on TV, and they're going to be like, oh, there's Okito's dad, and he's
Yeah,
got on the other
they
team.
show
I'm
your
like,
basement.
I wouldn't be happy about it.
Right.
I
Yeah, my
would.
big fear, like you got your kid baseball. They show the parents all nervous, and then your kid, does a Buckner and it goes through his legs. Then they're
Oh,
showing you the whole time.
yeah, yeah. It was.
It'd be
It was.
awful.
I just that's a lot of money for a $500 seat.
No,
500,
it is. It is.
and I'm like, who? I don't know. I was just like, man, there must be. There must
Plus, you
be.
gotta get that hotel room. That's a whole thing.
So yeah. So listen to this though. This
I'm
was
sure the
here.
hotel rooms aren't exactly cheap. They're racking those things up too.
Oh, just in the city, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen to this. So we're like, well, what about the hotel rooms in the stadium, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Toronto had some.
Yeah.
So they were like, I forget, maybe like $2,000. But then the ones that you have a view of the field were like 10 grand. And I'm like,
Right.
that's that's actually not bad. It said, I think they like some of them, like the smallest one slept 2, but you could have 5 people in there, like maybe for the game or
Okay.
whatever. And
Right.
I was,
So you splitting that up, and you get the night.
yeah, I was like, wow, I actually
It
think
might be the better deal.
that would be better than the $1,200 seat. Now I can watch
Right.
it on TV, but I could also look out and take in an inning or two, just for the experience of it.
Right. Sure.
Or I could watch it, and then as I want to see, like, oh, was that a strike? I could look back at the replay, right? Like, seriously, I mean, I got a bunch of stuff coaching and stuff, but me and my buddy were like, wow, that's actually not a
That
bad
might be
deal.
the play. That would be the
Yeah,
play.
you could bring in your own beer and stuff. It said. I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
was
well,
saying. Then you just get passed out drunk, and as soon as the game's over, just go to bed.
yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, I was. It looks like it's 6-1. That man, the Blue Jays are going to go up 3-2. That's crazy.
I know. Crazy. Sticking around. It's good. I like it. But this is what I think Major League Baseball, I mean, it's not an American team, so maybe no one's interested, but baseball needs the Dodgers to lose, I think. But I guess they probably disagree with me, but
I was going to say,
I like it.
They agree with you?
I know they don't. I think they root for the Dodgers, but I'm rooting for somebody else. Anybody else.
Yeah, I'm only rooting against them because I just hate the system. I just hate the baseball system.
That's why I root against them too. The system's stupid.
Yeah. So, all right, bud. Sounds awesome. Good luck. Good luck this week. And are you going to the Bills game?
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I will be rooting for my team and losing my bet, but I don't know. We'll see, but I'll be there.
What's the weather supposed to be like? Do you know?
I have not checked. I've not checked.
I know I know tomorrow's supposed to be rainy and cruddy, but
Yeah,
so
I know.
maybe the weather will be the equalizer.
Right. The only thing the Chiefs aren't doing well is running the ball. So maybe something like that. But we get some wind going, swirling in that stadium. Never know.
I have a league.
Hey, any given Sunday.
I have a league or two where I picked up Hunt because
Hey, that's a touchdown machine.
and Pacheco's going to be out, so I think he's going to at least
Right.
get some. I mean, they like that Smith too, but I still think he's going to get 5 or 6 extra carries.
Hunt's the goal line guy. Yeah, that's a good pickup.
So, all right, bud, we will chat again soon. For all of our listeners, we really appreciate it. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Happy football season here. We're halfway through, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy how we're halfway through.
I know. Moving along.
It moves right along. So all right, sounds good. See ya.
See ya.
Hit the mics, take a seat, it's about to ignite. 2 dudes with the spread, keep your bets locked tight. Sports talk sharp like a razor blade edge. Numbers don't lie, no need for a hedge. Welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth. From the pitch to the court where legends birth. Plays and parlays, every wager's worth. Sit back, tune in, ride the wave of mirth. Game clock's ticking, we predict.